My name is Jarrett and I'm with ATG Sports. And today we're here to show you how to properly infill your football field. Let's get started. Today you are going to need a plastic rake and a dog groomer. Yes, a dog groomer. We find this very easy to brush back the fibers, get them standing up so that infill falls a lot easier into the turf and down to the backing. We're going to start with this corner kick area for soccer. As you can see here, just by the looks of it, we probably want to infill it. We want to make this look dark, not completely black. We want to make it look dark knowing that we have plenty of infill in there protecting our turf. I start by kind of spreading all the rubber out, getting it in the whole area of this corner kick. A lot of people tend to think that you just need to infill inside the yellow lines, but really, a lot of these kids, from what I noticed, are kicking outside of here and outside on the corners. And if we look here, you can kind of use a fingertip method, a little testing method I like to try to see how low we really are. You take your fingers and run them down here, you can see how far down my hand goes, knowing that there's no rubber there, constantly kicking right on this corner. If I take my hand and we just go outside the playing field, right here, look how high my hand stays on top of the turf. This infill is great. Now watch when I go here. Look how far my hand drops down. I can literally see my hand impression. We probably need to go ahead and infill this area. Now watch as I'm taking handfuls and it is literally falling all the way down, not seeing any of it. That's how we're going to know today that we need to infill a little more often and a little bit more. I recommend doing this on average at least once a week, coming out here and checking. If you come out here once a week and you notice, hey, it's not that low, they're really not kicking out that much, maybe come out and do it bi-weekly, but I do recommend every single week getting out here and infilling every high traffic area. Kind of use this dog groomer, that's all it is, to brush back these fibers, and it will get that rubber to fall back in a little bit deeper than what your hands are just doing. But I do like to start out and get it all the way down there with my hands. Notice how all of that is going away, knowing that it was extremely low in this area. Just move it all around the best you can. It does take a little bit of tedious work and time. Now, using our little testing method with our hands, I think we are just about have enough infill all the way around where we don't have any more low spots where my hand is falling extremely deep. That seemed to be our main area on this corner kick. Now with the plastic rake, what I like to do, you can use this plastic rake at the beginning. I usually use it at the end, just basically to dress it up, stand those fibers up, and brush it around, and more rubber will fall into the fibers. Now you can start out with this if you don't prefer the dog groomer, just to get them standing up, get a little aggressive with this plastic rake and kind of get it to fall out. If you notice here, it's very evenly out distributing into the turf as I'm moving around. Less and less rubber starting to show, knowing that there was some small slight areas that needed a little bit more. And then to end it, if you want, you can go ahead, I call it chicken feeding, kind of top dress it up a little bit, just to put a little bit extra on there. There's nothing wrong with that. A little bit more the better. Just like that. And aesthetically, looks just fine. And that's how you infill your corner kick. Now in our next area on the football field, we're going to want to concentrate here on the PATs, the extra points, point after touchdown, and the kicking areas for soccer and football, for field goals, when they're doing goalie kicks, whatever. But we're going to want to do these two areas. And right here, can tell it's similar to our corner kicks on how low it is too. So, same method, let's fold the fibers back and do the exact same task here. And as you can see, same thing, it is falling extremely low. All that rubber is disappearing. And they do like to take this corner, not necessarily they always kick directly in front of the mark, but they do kick on the outsides as well. So we do want to keep this completely compacted and full of rubber. Then we're going to move back to this white one over here. And here you can tell it is not, compared to the first one, it is not, I mean, my hands aren't even dropping. They've been infilling this area right here. So it is completely compacted with rubber. So our main areas here today that we're going to go ahead and focus on for our football field infilling is our 4 corner kicks, our PATs, extra points, kicking field goals, all in this area right here by the goal line. And then last but not least, our kickoff returns. A lot of these go unnoticed, so our X's on both sides of the 50-yard line we want to concentrate on as well. And that's how you properly infill your football field.